This paper is the ICSE 2023 examination specimen question paper for chemistry, which is going to be held tomorrow, that is 20th March 2023. Let us see the pattern that is given by the council. By now you have solved so many papers. Let us just look at the paper that the council has given to us. As you know, your section A is made of question 1, which is strictly MCQ questions, which are 15 marks each. Let us quickly look at these. Number 1, a weak electrolyte is, now out of all these, ammonium hydroxide is the weak one because potassium is the metal which is on top of EC series. It will give strong alkali. Alcohol is a non-electrolyte and so is glucose because they are organic compounds. Electron affinity is maximum. Electron affinity across the period increases. So on the right, which of these groups will be there? Halogens. The main components of bronze are copper and tin, because tin in bronze is 19%. We don't have iron in that, lead in that. We do have zinc, but zinc is 1%. Polar covalent compound is not methane, it is non-polar. It is ammonia, nitrogen is non-polar, and chlorine also is non-polar covalent compound. The acid, which has two replaceable hydrogen ions, is not acetic acid because it has only one replaceable H ion. Hydrochloric acid also has one replaceable hydrogen ion. Phosphoric has three replaceable hydrogen ions. Carbonic acid has two because our formula is H2CO3. The hydroxide, which is soluble in excess of NaOH, is not ferric, it is lead, because Zn, Al and Pb, the oxides and hydroxides, will be forming soluble precipitate in NaOH. So we come to copper, calcium, no, they will be insoluble. Seventh one, RMM of carbon dioxide is 44. So 2 into vapor density of carbon dioxide will be 44. So vapor density will be 44 upon 2, which will be 22. That is option A. Drying agent used to dry hydrogen chloride gas, because this will be acidic in nature, we will have sulfuric acid, and that is concentrated sulfuric acid, not sulfurous acid. These two no, because they will react with hydrogen chloride. Ninth one, the catalyst used in Haber's process is, we have N2 and 3H2 with reversible arrows gives 2NH3 plus heat, and the catalyst is finely divided iron. 10th one, an aqueous compound which turns colorless phenolphthalein pink is going to be alkaline. And which is alkaline from here? None of these except this. So A is the option, ammonium hydroxide. 11th one, the gas formed when carbon reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid, carbon will get oxidized to carbon dioxide, and sulfuric acid is also going to give us sulfur dioxide. In the 12th one, organic compound prepared when ethanol undergoes dehydration. Ethanol is like this. Now dehydration taking place is going to result in carbon-carbon double bond, and that will be ethene, so it will be ethene, which is the option D. The IUPAC name for methyl acetylene is, now methyl acetylene, acetylene bond is C triple bond C with a methyl group here. So the IUPAC name will be here with 3 carbons in a line will be prop, and we have a triple bond here, so it will be propyne. Where is propyne? A option. Number 14, the product formed at cathode in electroplating an article with nickel is. Now at cathode we will have Ni2 plus ion migrating, and it will take 2 electrons and it will become Ni. So the product is nickel metal. Nickel metal, and these will be atoms. It's not hydrogen, not nickel ions, it will be nickel atoms, not oxygen. So the correct option is C. 15th one and the last one of question 1. Then an alkali metal found in period 3 and group 1 is going to be sodium. You should know these by heart, which are the metals and non-metals in each period of the periodic table till period 4, atomic number 20. Let us come to question number 2. The diagram shows the experiment setup for the laboratory preparation of a pungent smelling gas. The pungent smelling gas is going to be ammonia, and the gas is alkaline nature, so that confirms that it is ammonia. Name the gas, it's going to be ammonia. Write the balanced chemical equations for the above preparation. So we will have NH4Cl plus CaOH twice, that is your calcium hydroxide. Calcium will take chlorine and it will become CaCl2. So we'll balance this like so. CaCl2 plus 2NH4OH means 2H2O plus 2NH3. Up arrow. How is the gas being collected? As you can see, the gas is going up and the air is coming down. So that is by downward displacement of air. What is the purpose of using Y, and how will you find the gas jar is full of gas? Now what is the purpose of Y? So our D part, we will say that Y is a hygroscopic substance, hence used in drying hydrogen chloride gas. We come to E. E is how will we know that this gas jar is full? So what we will say is if a glass rod dipped in conch HCl is brought near it, then dense white fumes are seen when the jar is full of gas. So that finishes our question 2 first part, which is of 5 marks. Match the following here. It's again for 5 marks, and then we have fill in the blanks, which is again 5 marks. So that is so far 5, 5, 5, that is 15 marks. We'll have identify will be another, that is 20 marks, right? 20, 25 and that is our question 2 of 25 marks. So question 1 and 2 constitute our section A. Match the following. An acid salt. Which one is acid salt over here? Sodium hydrogen carbonate. So that is going to be your fourth one. Copper oxide is black in color. Everybody knows this by now, correct? That is our first one in column B. Zinc hydroxide is amphoteric. What else do we know? So it will be soluble in excess of sodium hydroxide, because sodium hydroxide dissolves amphoteric oxides and hydroxides. So this will be 5. Copper metal is pinkish brown, reddish brown. Can you see this reddish brown? So that will be for copper metal. Polar compound. Which one is polar? Obviously hydrogen chloride. It is a polar covalent compound. So that finishes our 5 marks. Let's come to question 2, third part, which is also 5 marks. Complete the following by choosing the correct answers from the brackets. A. Ammonia in liquefied form is neutral. So we know that. B. Organic compounds are generally insoluble in water because they are soluble in organic solvents. So this is the correct word. C. An inert electrode used in electrolysis of acidified water is platinum. Hydrocarbons having double bonds, they will be alkenes. Where is alkenes? Here. An alkaline gas gives dense white fumes of of with hydrogen chloride gas. So NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide with hydrogen chloride gas will give us dense white fumes. The fourth subpart of question 2, identify the following. The property by which carbon bonds with itself to form long chain is catenation. The substance that conducts electricity in molten or aqueous state is going to be electrovalent compound. The energy required to remove the electron from the valence shell of a neutral isolated gaseous atom is ionization potential. It's ionization potential. Okay, so you will see that these are all the definitions that you are expected to know by heart, and they've given the definition and you have to only supply the term for that. The name of the process by which bauxite ore is concentrated. It is going to be the Bayes process. Bond formed by the shared pair of electrons with both electrons coming from the same atom is coordinate covalent bond. So now we come to the fifth one. Draw the structural formula for the following 2-pentanol. So 2-pentanol is going to be, pent means C single bond, C single bond, C single bond, C single bond, C. There will be 5 carbons. And the second one, if I count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then the second carbon will have hydroxyl group, and then we will have all these giving us the hydrogen placements here. And that is our 2-pentanol. Ethanol. Eth means 2 carbons. For ethanol, 2 carbons, and they will be single bond because of this ane. And al means it's aldehyde, so we have the CHO group. So we show 2 carbons, and for this carbon we will show double bond O and single bond H, that is your aldehyde group. And this carbon will have 3 more valencies with hydrogen, and that's our structure. Third one is 1-butene. But means there are 4 carbons, so show 4 carbons. And it is 1-butene, so you can show double bond because it is alkene, and then the remaining valencies will be with hydrogen like so. Isn't it easy? Okay, hope you all have prepared all this. In case you see anything difficult, just quickly open the textbook and learn of those things as the last minute preparation. We need the name of the following with IUPAC system. That means IUPAC name. Now how many carbons do you see over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. So it is but. Correct? All single bonds. So it will have ane. And this is OH. That means it is hydroxyl group. This will give alcohol. So it is 1. So it is butane 1. Alcohol will end in all, so it will be butane 1 all. Look at this one. The longest chain over here, 1, 2, 3 carbons, so it is a prop. We'll have to count from here. So this is first, second, and this is third carbon. So first carbon has triple bond, so it is prop 1 ine. It is actually propine. So that finishes our section A, and that was for full 40 marks. Did you get full 40 marks when you solved this? If yes, good, well done. Now next video will be our section B.